Morning, everybody. It's Tim's Vinyl Confessions. I'm Tim Durling. Marley's holding the camera. Shayna is behind her, and we're hitting the road. It's an early birthday present for Marley. We do a yearly thing, doing a little bit early this year, to go to the somewhat mythical Sussex Flea Market. I say mythical because I've been hearing about this amazing flea market where you can find whatever you're looking for at least 20 years. Will's been down there a couple of times. He was down there yesterday. It's a 3-day event. I don't know what he's got yet. I'm sure he'll show us. But we're going to go see what we can find. It's kind of a rainy day today, but that might just add to the adventure. Who knows? So this is what we're in for today. Okay, so we have just pulled in at the Sussex Flea Market after several wrong turns. You wouldn't think it'd be that hard to get to Sussex, but leave it to me. At certain points of the day, it has rained really, really hard. It's still raining out there now, but it has died down quite a bit. So, fingers crossed, we're going to pay for parking and pay to get in and see what happens. Well, quick update. They shut her down. Raining too hard. So we drove to Sussex for nothing. We drove all the way to Sussex for nothing. So, hey, it's all right. We've got a plan B. Should have been plan A today, but plan B. So, plan B, the rain seems to have tapered off a little bit. Marley, whip that camera around. Once you get past the Tay and Ross truck. I was thinking to myself this morning, maybe we should just go to St. Stephen and check out Greg's new High Tide store, formerly the Vinyl Barn. And that's a pretty strong spidey sense is telling me to do that, but I didn't. Anyway, it's been an adventure, so yeah, we're going to go into St. Stephen. We might do this again in a couple weeks with some special guests too, but for now, we're going to check out this new store. I've told Greg I was going to come down. I'm curious to see what he's got. So here we are in St. Stephen. It's pretty much stopped raining. We're going to High Tide's Music. Let's see what's in there. I really hope there's something in there. No.
We've been in the car too long.
We've been in the car too long. We're finishing each other's sentences. It is scary. Well, we're having a very good haul here at High Tides, and here's the owner of High Tides.
Hi.
Greg, how you doing?
Good, how are you, Tim?
Greg's been on one of our episodes before with the Vinyl Barn, and you've moved. How are things going here?
Excellent. Been really well received from the community, and it's nice to have a town location, so people don't have to drive in the middle of the woods.
Very easy to find. It's very easy. I don't come to St. Stephen that much, but didn't have to look around. It was real easy to find. And Greg took my advice, and he's got some 8-track. So if you're an 8-track collector, there's some Sabbath, there's some Pink Floyd, AC/DC, Kiss, Rush, Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Check it out. And he's got a lot of great stuff here too. We're going to show you all the stuff that we're getting collectively after we pay for it all. Okay, so now we're in the Tim Hortons parking lot. Needed some refreshment before we head home. Great day. A little disappointed at the flea market not happening, but we all had a great haul at High Tides. If you're in the St. Stephen area, it's easy to find. It's right along Main Street, and Greg's a good guy. If you want something, order it from him. He'll get it in for you. Hope to be making some more trips there. So in a roundabout kind of way, we made it. So Shayna, I think you bought more than any of us. What did you get? Tell us about it.
All right. So for my vinyls, I got George Michael. Wait.
By the way, the plural of vinyl is vinyl. Okay. It's like moose. Meese. Okay.
Foreigner.
Yep. First Foreigner album. Cool.
Van Halen.
Van Halen 2. Rolling Stones.
Big hits.
Through the Past Darkly. That's got Painted Black. Yeah, it's got a bunch of hits on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolling Stones Tattoo You.
I didn't realize you were a Stones fan.
I am.
Okay. You got the moves like Jagger? No.
And David Lee Roth, Skyscraper. As for my lord, it's a mess. My cassettes.
You can hear there's a lot. Like, she's like a tape freak.
All right. Well,
She actually has something to play them on, so...
Just move them from one side to the other. Okay.
Yeah. We got first Van Halen here. Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast. Van Halen 2. Van Halen, fair warning. I just decided to get all of Van Halen. Crazy Nights, Kiss. Love Gun, Kiss.
That's a really old cassette of Love Gun too.
Diver Down. Get Your Wings, Aerosmith.
That's a really old one too.
An original copy of Aerosmith's first album. Slippery When Wet, Bon Jovi. I have that upside down. Got it the right way now. High and Dry, Def Leppard. Get a Grip, Aerosmith, and I had On Through the Night, but I don't know where it went.
I say, yeah, you did have On Through the Night.
Found it.
There it is. All right.
It's in my pile. I have CDs.
She's got CDs.
She's got CDs and she's got singles.
Cool.
I got Destroyer, Kiss, and something or other that's down here. Boys to Men. And for my singles, I got Stevie Wonder, I Just Called to Say I Love You. Sister Christian, Night Ranger. Oops, that's gonna fall up. Careless Whisper, George Michael. And Send One Your Love, I Can't Speak, Stevie Wonder. And that's it.
All right, Mara, what do you got?
Okay. Well, I guess we'll follow her order too. As for vinyl, I got Rush 2112. This is an original Canadian.
Yeah, it's Canadian
version?
Mercury version.
Yeah.
It's a little beat up, but it's a Canadian Mercury version. You're not likely to find too many of those in good shape.
And then cassettes. I got Skid Row, Slave to the Grind. I got Fleetwood Mac, Greatest Hits. And I got Metallica, Ride the Lightning. Then CDs. I got Pearl Jam, Vitalogy. I got Def Leppard, Pyromania. And Journalize. And Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Then singles, I got Can't Fight This Feeling, REO Speedwagon. And then something new to my collection, the first one ever, I got an 8-track. So I got Rush, A Farewell to Past.
All right, Mara.
Okay.
Pausing. Okay. Yeah, we got a great haul. First thing, I picked something up for a friend of mine, Mark. He big Springsteen fan. I picked him up that Born to Run 8-track in Truro. And here at High Tides, I found him a vinyl version of Tunnel of Love, which he does not have. As for me, my vinyl, I'll show you the picture sleeves first. I don't typically collect singles, but I like picture sleeves. So that's Foreigner, I Don't Want to Live Without You. Heart, Who Will You Run To? That's just a High Tides. I think it's a window sticker that Greg gave us. Vinyl here. I picked this up on cassette actually when we were away. Well, yes, 9012 Live, the solos. I actually have this one on vinyl, Deep Purple Machine Head, and a Canadian version of Rush Permanent Waves. I mean, I've had Permanent Waves on vinyl for years, but this one has the Dewey Defeats Truman headline, whereas my US Mercury copy, that's just whited out, so I thought, why not get that? He had a good selection of 8 tracks, like there's some great classic rock ones there. There's a few of them that, you know, if I didn't have them, I would have picked them up, but I did find one here, Alice Cooper, Muscle of Love. Nice, you know, not bad shaped copy on Warner Brothers. And a bunch of cassettes here. This is Europe, Prisoners in Paradise. This copy is actually sealed. It's a Canadian Columbia House version. Poison, Flesh and Blood. This is a Canadian edition. This does have the dripping blood on it. A very, very old version of Foreigner's first one. You can see that's quite old. An old Canadian version on Atlantic. A couple of Kansas albums. One of my favorites, Power. This is a Canadian Columbia House issue. And also a nice copy of The Best of Kansas. And probably the rarest thing I found is Metallica Kill 'Em All. Now, what's rare about Metallica Kill 'Em All? This is an original Canadian issue before they were on Elektra, when they were on the Canadian metal label Bonsai Records. distributed by Polygram in Canada. And you do not see this one very often. Cassette's a little beat up, but it's very, very rare. I've seen price that Greg charged me for this $11.99. I've seen this go for $50 plus on eBay, so I'm really happy about that. So great haul from High Tides. I'll definitely be making more trips down there, and support Greg. He's a good guy, and buy some stuff from him. He's got some great selection, and if you tell him something you're looking for, even like I'm looking for this, but like this, he knows what you're talking about. So yeah, support High Tides Music St. Stephen, and thank you for watching this edition of Tim's Final Confessions. You should probably buckle up.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Good morning.
Hey!